Like, it's hard to find good altcoins. The fact is, most people that are in this market will end up losing the money when it's all said and done. And so to find the winners, it's very, very hard to do.
What low-cap altcoin gems are primed, ready to blow? Look, Bitcoin just broke all-time highs. This historically is the best time to be in crypto. You can easily turn $1,000 into $10,000 tomorrow. And then who knows?
At $10,000 could easily turn into, $50,000, $100,000, $300,000.
Entrepreneur and investor Kyle Chase is back with 3 new low-cap picks. He seems like he has high conviction.
It is happening. 100%, there's zero doubt in my mind. I will bet anything to anybody on this planet, my entire net worth. I guarantee you, Aaron.
Look, there are not a lot of crypto experts who have bravado like this.
I just understand it, right? I look at something and I can understand, yeah, this could be big.
Hey, this is not financial advice. Anything can happen in crypto, but this is Kyle's follow-up interview. The last 5 picks that he gave us, he was right. Exactly what he predicted last time happened.
We're on the verge of something revolutionary. We're on the verge of institutions being able to finally invest in Bitcoin, which is going to pump our entire market like crazy. We're about to see a bull market that you and I have never seen before. No one's ever seen before. It's going to be unlike 2017, unlike 2021. It'll be massive. You guys watching are going to get carried away and everyone's going to be drunk on being rich.
Smash the like button. Send this video to somebody who wants to know more about crypto. Without further ado, let me intro this. This man predicted everything. Expert cryptocurrency investor Kyle Chase. He's been in crypto a long time, has cryptocurrency businesses. About 3 months ago, came on this channel and gave 5 great altcoin picks, and the market exploded after that, including those coins you named. There was Solana, there was Chainlink, there was Rollbit, there was a couple others. Ladies and gentlemen, smash up that like button. I've been listening, I've been reading your comments, and he is back. Kyle Chase with 3 more picks today. How are you doing today?
Doing very, very, very good. I'm not sure when your viewers will see this, but we recorded this on the day that Bitcoin broke all-time highs, and it's at a correction, but that makes me feel very good, way ahead of the halving. I think that we should all give ourselves a pat on the back. Like we're
definitely.
It's nice.
So before we jump into your 3 picks, what are your current thoughts on Bitcoin and I guess just the general market right now?
I put out a video last night. I kind of went off on this rant, right? And it was talking about news of adoption. Edward Snowden said that one country he believes is going to announce this year that and then like all these big buyers, and then BlackRock, and now Merrill Lynch, and kind of had this epiphany of what I have been speculating all along, but it's happening right now. So, I got in Bitcoin in 2012, and I saw it in 2013 as potentially a world reserve currency. And I thought maybe this one day has a shot of doing that. And that's like a crazy vision back then, right? Like it's so 99.9% it doesn't happen. And then every year after that, I became a little bit more optimistic about it. And now the epiphany I had today was that it is happening. 100%, there's zero doubt in my mind. I will bet anything to anybody on this planet, my entire net worth. I guarantee you, Aaron, that Bitcoin will become the most unified global world reserve currency. It's hands down, because you start to see all these countries adopting, and then we just see the BRICS countries announcing that their new currency will be with cryptocurrency. Well, do you think they're going to try to start new ones or use the most battle trusted, most hard one that everyone else already trusts, right? But regardless of them, you see all the time signs of really a crazy activity. Like there's Mr. 100 who's buying, since 2022, has been buying 100 Bitcoins on average every single day since then. And Michael Saylor and BlackRock and Merrill Lynch and trillions of dollars. And now you've got other countries. And so what I realized today is that every single country on this planet will hold Bitcoin in its reserves. Every single business will, and every single institution will, and everyone will have Bitcoin eventually. The question is, when the individual actually takes the time to understand it, because it's a far superior form of reserve or money than anything else that we have today, for all the reasons that you talk about all the time. And when they actually take the time and truly understand it, they will then become orange pilled and say, okay, this is a good thing. And they will get on board, because if they don't get on board, they will get left behind. And so anyway, it was like this, oh my, like it's actually happening, man. Like, wow. Yeah.
I like what you're saying, Kyle. I'm going to send this video to actually some of my friends because I think they need to hear it. And I want to get into your altcoin picks because that's why people clicked on the video today. But just in a sentence, Bitcoin clears at least this price this cycle. What do you think?
$500,000 at least.
This cycle?
Yes, of course. So and this is kind of, I'm glad you asked me that, because people keep wondering, like, treating Bitcoin like it's some sort of regular other asset class, right? That's like optional. But no, we're seeing gold has been the reserve currency, or the reserve, for thousands of years. And we are seeing in our lifetime right now, and you and I are talking about it every day, gold being displaced by a superior version of it. This is unbelievable. And it's all the numbers are, all the data is out there to suggest that we're right. Gold is flowing out and Bitcoin's flowing up. And we know it's better. So, and my God, the ETF flows have been unbelievable. And this is going to be the first domino. So I'm actually afraid to tell you what I really think is going to happen. I think it's so far out from what most other people believe. Like some people think like 120,000. Are you kidding me? Like, do you only look at charts, or are you understanding what's going on? I don't understand. So I've always been an eternal optimist, right? And maybe a little bit ahead in my timeline, but I do feel like now is the time.
Well, I'm certainly bullish, and I appreciate you keeping it 100 with us. Most people are kind of afraid to say their, bullish price predictions because they got burned last cycle and the cycle before. But Kyle, let's get to it, dude. Let's talk about 3 altcoins that you really like, new picks. Last time you called 5 picks: Chainlink, Solana, Rollbit, and 2 lower caps. This time you got 3 picks. What's your first one?
Yeah. So, all right. So we're going to do Ondo. So Ondo is something that kind of is very institutional, real world asset focused, right? These guys essentially figured out a way to tokenize BlackRock's ETFs. They haven't done the Bitcoin ETF yet, but they've done a bunch of the other ETFs. And they recently came out with news a few days ago saying that they're building the platform that will tokenize every single asset or every single product, like every single bond, every single ETF, every single product, tokenize it and put it on the exchange that they're building and bring liquidity to it, so we can have a much more liquid and liquid market. Now, because it's not on a lot of people's radar, I think it's a really good entry right now. And we've all known that real world assets, what Larry Fink says, the future is tokenizing everything that can be tokenized. I've been waiting for this to happen since like 2017. Like, when is this actually going to happen? And it seems like now is a time. So the person who, is the kind of the first mover and has the biggest market share in that space is going to be massive. And so Ondo, O-N-D-O.
Exactly. I was just going to say, Larry Fink and BlackRock, even before they launched the Bitcoin ETF, says, hey, we're starting to understand crypto, the tokenization of real world assets, where we know every single buyer, every single seller trades 24/7. That's the future. And you're saying Ondo is, in your opinion, one of the better projects right now for tokenization of real world assets.
Yeah, I think it's the main one, in my opinion. They've got all the connections on Wall Street, and they've made really good progress. So, yeah,
guys,
amazing group of investors as well, Coinbase, and everyone else that you would want to see when you do research on a project.
That's what I want to know. Guys, let me know what you think about this in the comments below, and what real world asset projects you like, what coins Kyle, pick number 2.
Number 2 is Zeta Chain, ZETA. And I am very, very excited about Zeta Chain, like very undervalued for what it is. There just wasn't this kind of like normal hype that you would hear from, a Manta network or Blast or something. But Zeta is significant and has its amazing quality team have been building for a long time, but it's solving a real problem. We, as you know, we build different dApps on top of blockchains, and everybody that does that has to think, which chain do I want to build on? It's a horrible thing to think about, and like it's so inconvenient. So Zeta Chain has been building infrastructure where you can just deploy your dApp on Zeta Chain, and it's on every EVM layer, and it just works across everything. So you no longer do you have to think about which chain I deploy on. It just works. And so now we have a huge ecosystem that's growing. I'm excited about it because it's not being shilled by every influencer in the world. But it's
until now.
Maybe now you're a massive channel, so now your audience gets to see this. But yes, to me this is a no-brainer.
Interesting. Zeta Chain, it's called.
Yes.
Okay. Let's jump to number 3, Kyle. What do you got?
Number 3 is going to be WIF. Now,
WIF?
I'm guessing, yes.
What's that stand for? Like something with a hat?
And that's the beauty of it. Anything with a hat. And that's why I loved it so much. The mimetic factor, the value of it, and that's kind of what I want to get to. It's a meme, but people now are trying to, now the memes, we have meme season. People are trying to send me memes all the time.
That's like, what people are asking me for. People are asking me for like the low cap degen plays at this point.
Yeah, and like people are sending me things that are meme coins. That's just like a picture of a not funny thing on the screen, and they're saying buy this. I'm like, but this isn't even funny. And people can't. The community can't go make more memes out of this thing, right? It doesn't have that virality factor. And so when I made really good money so far on Pepe, then Bonk, and then WIF. And so everyone on my research team says I'm like the meme coin trading, the meme coin like king. I just understand it, right? I look at something and I can understand, yeah, this could be big. And last bull run was essentially the trial period to see if the world decided that memes would have value, and they did, right? We saw Shiba go up to 40 billion, Doge $89 billion. And we know that this cycle, and if that was a test net for memes, this is going to be the main net for memes. Because the fact is that there's going to be millions or tens of millions of people that come into crypto from today for the whole bull run. And they don't care what, ZKML is, or like zero knowledge proofs, or what parallelized EVMs are, or modular blockchains. They don't care, right? They just want to see a funny dog that they can laugh at and speculate. Because the thing is that all of these projects all this great technology that we're bidding on, it's not real world adopted yet anyway, right? By the time that the market cycle finishes, we still won't have massive mainstream adoption. It will all have been speculative. So meme coins give gamblers an easy way to speculate in crypto. And so, yeah, WIF, I called it $40 million market cap. So I have a VVIP group as well. It's free to get in. I told the community about it. And literally an hour and a half before it listed on Binance, I sold everything. I think it was 50x on that one, which was amazing. 50x on the spot. Plus I did some leverage trading long, made another crazy amount of that. And then when it listed on Binance, I shorted it, which I never have shorted anything in my entire life. But I just knew the cycle by now because I did it on Pepe and I did it on Bonk, and I know how these things work. So I like memes. I understand them. And I think so on my Twitter today, we just announced Myro as probably will follow the same cycle as WIF. And then some of these things will make it back. Like, I don't know if Bonk necessarily is going to be an 80 or $100 billion meme, but I think WIF will. Why? Because you see WIF everywhere. It's on CNBC, it's on Bloomberg, it's on every analyst in the news, and like, because it's with a hat. It's just with a hat.
That's
And,
simple.
and bonk isn't funny. It's like some dog, like with a bat.
You're laughing.
Yeah, I know, because it's ironic that I said that. And if you just said dog with bats, maybe it would have done better, but it was not. So I don't know, man. It was just the way they did it. So it's perfect. But here's an important thing to think about. A lot of people think that Pepe and maybe WIF, now that it's correcting, are done. Man, so I sold my entire spot position before it got listed on Binance, but I plan on buying back in. I'm gonna let it sit. You know, Pepe corrected 80% after Binance listing, Bonk corrected 70% after listing, and I'm just gonna see. This is a different market, so we might not correct that much. I'm gonna feel it out over the next couple of days, see what happens. So if it goes higher, it's okay. I'm gonna buy back in. I think that Pepe and WIF will be, dare I say it, like Doge will always maybe be number one because it's Elon, but Shiba, I wouldn't be surprised if Pepe and WIF took out Shiba, is my guess. I mean, we saw WIF got listed on Robinhood in Europe, and I'm sure in US, Robinhood will be soon too. So, yeah, I like memes because they're fun, and it's where I make the most money, actually.
I can see you're really passionate about memes. I can see why I call you, your research team, the meme king. And just to kind of recap what you just said, and we only have a few more minutes total, you said your number 3 pick is WIF. You like the meme. Bonk sucks. WIF is awesome. You also think maybe the next WIF could be Myro. Generally, you like memes in general, but when they get listed on a tier 1 exchange or a big exchange, that's the time to sell. And
you know, I'll tell you why. I'll tell you exactly why. So I'll make it quick. So when we saw it with Pepe, Bonk, and WIF, all of a sudden, it can have huge volume every single day, and the price gradually increases steadily. But then there'll be a period of like a week or two where it just goes ballistic. Like it took us forever on WIF to get like past 50 cents, and then it just exploded in like a few days to like almost $2. Guess where that came from? Binance was buying it up because it's a community ran project. There's no tokens for them to pay a listing fee to Binance. So how's Binance going to capitalize on the opportunity? They don't. So they're going to go buy it up, create a frenzy, get everyone else to pump the price, and then as soon as it lists, they sell all the tokens, and that's how they make money. So I'm certain that's what happens, right? Like it just happens every single time. So anyway, that's the secret,
guys.
And I don't think Bonk sucks, but I don't know.
It's not as good as WIF. Guys, smash the like button and tell me what you think about everything Kyle's saying. Do you like Bonk? Do you like WIF? Or like, what do you think in general? I do think Kyle is bringing the alpha, just like last time. Kyle, thank you so much for coming on. I want you to plug one of your companies, CommonWealth. We're partnered for this, not for US, but anybody who can get in across the world. I think this is a good opportunity. Please tell us what CommonWealth is. We'll have a link in the description, and just general final thoughts for the Altcoin Daily audience. Go follow this guy on YouTube. Go follow this guy on Twitter.
Thanks, Aaron. Yeah, so I mean, CommonWealth is a great project, and the opportunity at hand right now is, there's all these things. Everyone's out there airdrop farming, and cool, why not? It's free money. But what CommonWealth has done is something quite amazing. They created the world's first free fund. It's about $2.4 million of capital invested at the same rounds that really good VCs, like the best VCs, get in at. So early stage, before IDO prices, before everything. And so that's $2.4 million in 15 AAA quality projects. That $2.4 million in a bull run could turn into easily $50, $100 million. And so right now, what the campaign is you go download the app and get to try it out. And then you go do tasks and you can earn XP points. And there's a leaderboard. And if in the top 10 of leaderboard, by the time it ends, you could get a $10,000 slice of that fund. And that $10,000 could easily turn into, $50,000, $100,000, $300,000. And if you're in the next, I think, top 100, you get a $5,000 slice, and the next 1,000 get, I think, a $1,000 slice. And then anybody who just does the basic requirements gets an airdrop of the wealth tokens, which is the bare minimum, which is what everyone else just does, right? So, and you get to try out the app, which is really important because we built this because I've been in crypto since 2012. And I was really fortunate, that I became an accredited investor quite young because I bought Bitcoin early and appreciated. But a lot of people out there don't have, and even then, I wouldn't have had the connections to get really high quality deal flow. You get good high quality deal flow because you have your channel. But 99.9% of the world doesn't get the same deals that you and I do, or VCs, right? And that sucks for them. And I felt that at one time in my life. And what really made a big difference for me and allowed me to invest in Coinbase, allowed me to invest in Kraken and Ripple, Abra, Circle, etc., was a platform called Bank to the Future. And it allowed people like myself to invest early stage with VCs in some of the best companies in the world in crypto. And nothing like that exists today. So we wanted to build something like that that's fully decentralized, fully autonomous, and we've been building it for the past 2.5 years. And I believe that there's tens of millions of people out there that want exposure to crypto, but they're terrified to pick something and put their money into it, you know, because they don't have the knowledge and research. Like it's so hard to understand the space. So CommonWealth is made for anybody who wants access to high quality deals that are pre-vetted and due diligence is done, and can invest as little as $10 into a fund. It's the same kind of, I like to describe it as like, you know, A16Z or something meets Wall Street Bets, meets Robinhood, retail app for the masses.
I encourage anybody from our audience who is, is in the proper jurisdictions to participate in this. Do it. Try out the app. Use our code below for full rewards. Kyle, thank you so much for coming on our channel today. This was great. I don't want to jinx it, but I'm predicting 200,000 views. Thank you so much, man.
More than that. Come on. Let's go. Everyone smash the likes. And I will, for your US audience, I'll tell you too. We will probably in 6 months, I'm just kind of like early news, we will be focusing on real world assets and security, like tokenization of securities, and allowing that to be operated within the United States. So if someone wants to do like a business that's not a utility token, they could do that on like the CommonWealth Institutional or CommonWealth US or whatever. So at that time, we can announce it. But yeah, anyway, thank you, Aaron, for having me. Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure, man. Thank you so much. Later, Kyle.
See you, man. Bye-bye. Thank you.